Right now on Jamaica News Page tonight, a major development in one of Jamaica's most closely watched financial investigations. Tonight, new arrests and charges in the multi-billion-dollar investment fraud case involving Sprint legend Usain Bolt. What Bolt's attorneys are now saying tonight, and why this latest move could change the direction of the case. Also tonight, a holiday tragedy on the roads, multiple deadly crashes including fatalities in St. Mary, Trelawney and St. James as police again urge caution tonight. Plus, there's good news tonight, an 89-year-old community stalwart in Black River finally getting her flowers tonight for decades of service. Welcome or welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. We hope you had a chance to relax and enjoy some time with family and loved ones over this Christmas holiday. In the spirit of the holidays, we've got something special just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you'll love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, plus a whole lot more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a Fewer Star or Fewer Elite member right now. That's it. Simple and quick. Leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shoutout. Thank you for joining. Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. We begin tonight with a major development in the multi-billion-dollar Stocks and Securities Limited fraud probe. Tonight, 3 former senior executives of the collapsed investment firm have now been formally charged, marking a significant escalation in an investigation that has gripped the country for nearly 3 years. Charged are SSL founder Hugh Croskery, his daughter Sarah Meany, and the company's former chief executive officer Zachary Harding. The trio faces multiple offenses tonight under the Bank of Jamaica Act, the Securities Act, and the Banking Services Act. Croskery and Meany have also been charged with breaches of the Larceny Act. All 3 were charged on Saturday and granted station bail. They're expected to appear before the courts in January. The charges follow a coordinated early morning multi-agency operation across St. Andrew and St. James. Investigators searched 4 locations during the operation, seizing documents and electronic devices believed to be linked to the probe. This latest move comes after months of public frustration over the pace of the investigation, which centers on allegations that more than $13 million was misappropriated from over 200 clients when SSL collapsed back in 2023. Sprint legend Usain Bolt is among the victims. His company, WellGen, was allegedly defrauded of $6.2 million, nearly 1 billion Jamaican dollars. Until now, a former SSL employee, Jean Ann Panton, had been charged in connection with the case. Meanwhile, opposition spokesman on national security Fitz Jackson has welcomed the arrests and charges, calling them necessary but long overdue, and urging swift prosecutions to restore public confidence.
The announcement of the operations today by the various security agencies in the SSL fraud matter is welcomed, though long overdue in coming. I commend the personnel in the various agencies for their courage in pursuing this matter and look forward to early arrest and successful prosecution of all persons involved in this massive multi-billion-dollar fraud. The criminal act by those well-to-do involved has robbed so many of our people of their hard-earned money and deprived so many of them of a quality of life they have sacrificed to secure. I am also commending the many Jamaicans across the country and in the diaspora who have lent their persistent voices in demanding that all those responsible be held accountable. It is only our collective and persistent agitations will ensure that the interests of everyday Jamaicans are protected, not only from criminals on the streets, but also from those in high places.
The Financial Investigations Division says investigations are ongoing and additional charges remain possible as the probe continues. Now to a separate crime update. Police say a 25-year-old man has been charged with murder and several firearm-related offenses following the shooting death of a man at his home earlier this year. The deceased is 27-year-old Rohan Smith, also known as Alvin of Raphael Avenue, Kingston 13. Charged is Nicoy Waldron, also known as Bundog of Walker Crescent, Kingston 11. Investigators say Smith was awakened by a knock at his door in the early morning hours, and moments later he was attacked and shot by Waldron and others who escaped. Police say Waldron was taken into custody during investigations and later charged after a statement implicating him was recorded. His court date has not yet been finalized. In St. Elizabeth tonight, police say they've seized an illegal firearm during an operation in the Oxford community. Investigators say they searched a premises and an adjoining lot and found a one-strap bag containing a pistol fitted with an empty magazine, with the serial number reportedly erased. No one was arrested in connection with the find, but Superintendent Coleridge Minto says the recovery of illegal guns remains a top priority as police continue targeted operations. Tonight, Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake is reporting reductions in major crimes across all 5 police areas as the year wraps up. Speaking during an end of year review, Dr. Blake says Area 1 recorded the strongest performance, with murders down by 57%, the biggest decline among all divisions. He says other police areas also recorded reductions in murders, pointing to leadership, discipline, and operational focus as key factors. In other news tonight, 2 people were rushed to hospital after a vehicle crashed into a utility pole along the Port Morant Main Road in St. Thomas Sunday morning. Residents say the road is under construction, but the pole remains in the roadway, creating a hazard in a poorly lit area with limited warning signs. They're now calling for the authorities to remove the pole. In Trelawney, a woman has died following a motor vehicle crash along the 1 Mile Main Road in Falmouth. She has been identified as Chantel Johnson. The driver remains in hospital, but his condition is not yet known. Police say the vehicle reportedly careened off the road and struck a utility pole. Johnson later died at hospital. And in St. James, a man has also died after a crash on the Rosemount roadway. He's been identified as 46-year-old Christopher Clark, also known as Ali of Birch Hill, Green Pond. Reports say the vehicle collided with a pole and Clark later died at hospital. Now to something uplifting tonight. The Hanover Infirmary, home to some of the country's most vulnerable residents, got an early Christmas boost thanks to volunteers and a community giveback effort. CB Foods hosted its second annual Christmas luncheon at the facility under the theme Good Food Made to Share. Volunteers helped create a festive atmosphere with carols, dancing, and fellowship, while residents enjoyed a warm Christmas meal. The group also donated essential supplies, including toiletries and other necessities. Staff at the infirmary say the initiative brought real joy, dignity, and a sense of belonging to residents, especially after the challenges left behind by Hurricane Melissa. And finally, tonight, there's some more good news to tell you about. A powerful story of service being recognized tonight. In Black River, the NCB Foundation commended 89-year-old Marjorie Monteith, a longtime community volunteer known for helping the homeless and the most vulnerable for decades.
All right, here we are. We're passing on a care package to Auntie Marjorie,
yes.
who's been looking after people in her home for long before the hurricane came, and through the hurricane looking after people. And we're out in this area just walking house to house, giving out some care packages, people who need something to continue to get through. But we really want to give our blessings to Marjorie for everything she's doing for the people in Black River.
How are you, Marjorie? 89.
Oh, wow.
I'll be 90 in February.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow, wow.
Okay? Yes, thank you.
You were speaking about the charity piece that you should do over the years. Can you just remind me about what it was in terms of feeding the homeless?
Well, I worked with them for many, many, many years. And then they built a place for them where they could come have lunch, breakfast, bathe, lunch, and dinner, and all that is being prepared for them. And I used to help to look after them all these years. And now, not doing as well as I used to, but I still go, sit with them, talk with them, and help in whatever way I can. But there's somebody there now who does the cooking, does the washing, and everything like that. But I'm not doing as much as I used to. But I go occasionally, sit with them, talk with them.
And how important is that? Just having a conversation with someone.
To me, it's very important. I feel awful if I cannot go and sit with them. I really feel awful because I love the street people. And it upsets me when people begin to treat them and they walk the street and every time they see me, they come and beg me money and I have to give them because I can't do without giving them. Even if it's $100, I have to give them. And I'm telling you, they all love me.
NCB Foundation CEO Bruce Bowen says recognizing people like Monteith matters because sometimes it isn't the big projects that build a better Jamaica, but the steady human work of showing up for others. This is well deserved. Thank you, Ms. Monteith, for your service. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight, news that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. In the spirit of the holidays, we've got something special just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shout-outs for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and a whole lot more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a Fuel Star or Fuel Elite member right now. That's it. Simple and quick. Be sure to leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout-out. Thank you for joining, and also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.